Hey there, friend. You know how sometimes you pick up a book and it just clicks, like it's speaking directly to the nagging feeling you have about not quite reaching your full potential, or seeing your big goals just stay big goals? Well, that's exactly how I felt diving into the 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran. It's not just another self-help book, it's a total game changer, a practical roadmap to actually get things done and achieve what you're truly capable of. This book cuts right to the chase, telling us something we probably already suspect but rarely confront. The biggest thing holding us back isn't a lack of knowledge or intellect or even new ideas, it's a lack of consistent execution. Think about it. How many diets have you known about but never truly followed? Or business strategies that sounded brilliant but just fizzled out? The authors share this amazing story about an insurance agent who was a perennial top producer. And he literally shared all his secrets with other agents, but none of them replicated his success. Why? Because they simply didn't follow through with what he taught them. It's not a knowledge problem, it's an execution problem. So what's the core idea here? It's all about discarding what they call annualized thinking. We're so conditioned to think in 12-month cycles, setting big goals in January, and then by March, we're a little behind. But we shrug and say, oh, I've got plenty of time, 11 more months to catch up. This thinking creates a false sense of security, a lack of urgency, and ultimately leads to mediocrity because we keep putting off critical activities. The book argues that this annual cycle blinds us to the reality that effective execution happens daily and weekly, not monthly or quarterly. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Have you ever noticed how, come November or December, suddenly everyone is super focused, working like crazy to hit their year-end targets? There's this intense year-end push where results spike because there's a clear deadline. The book asks, what if you could bottle that energy, that focus, that commitment, and have it every single week? Well, that's the genius of the 12-week year. They literally redefine your year. A year is no longer 12 months, it's now just 12 weeks. Imagine the implications. That year-end rush to hit your goals now happens continuously, not just once every 12 months. The short 12-week time horizon is long enough to get significant things done, but short enough to create a constant sense of urgency and a bias for action. It forces you to confront your lack of execution because you can't afford more than 1 or 2 bad weeks in a 12-week year. Plus, every 12 weeks, you get a fresh start, a new year, a chance to regroup and re-energize. You might be thinking, okay, but how do I actually do this? How do I make myself act when things get tough? And that's a brilliant question because the authors are very clear. Effective execution isn't complicated, but it's often uncomfortable. To push through that discomfort, the first critical step is to have a compelling vision of the future. Not just a business goal, but a personal vision that defines the life you want in every area: spiritual, relationships, family, income, health. This personal vision creates an emotional connection to your daily actions, providing the why that keeps you in the game when things get difficult. They even delve into the brain, explaining neuroplasticity, how thinking about your compelling vision can literally train your brain to act on it. Once you have that clear vision, you need a plan, but not just any plan. The 12-week planning process is more predictable and much more focused than annual planning. Instead of having too many objectives and spreading yourself thin, you identify the top 1 to 3 things that will have the greatest impact and pursue them with intensity. These plans are action-based, meaning they clearly define the specific how-to tactics you need to implement each week. This focus and clarity means you're not reacting to daily distractions, your plan is triggering your actions. Now, the rubber meets the road with the weekly plan. This isn't just a glorified to-do list, my friend. It's a direct 1/12 slice of your 12-week plan, populated with the specific critical tactics that are due that week to keep you on track towards your goals. The idea is to spend 15 to 20 minutes at the start of each week planning it out, and then just 5 minutes each morning reviewing that day's activities. And how do you know if you're actually doing what you said you would? That's where measurement and scorekeeping come in. They've developed a weekly scorecard. You're not just measuring results like indicators like income or weight lost, but more importantly, your execution-led indicators like how many calls you made or workouts you completed. The goal is to consistently complete 85 of your planned activities each week. They call this feedback system the anchor of reality. Sometimes, when you don't score well, it creates this uncomfortable feeling they call productive tension. Most people avoid this, but high achievers use it as a catalyst to move forward. It's about having the courage to confront the truth of your actions. You might then wonder, but how do I find the time for all this? My days are already packed. That's where intentionality and effective time use become your secret weapons. The book introduces performance time, a brilliant time blocking system. It includes strategic blocks. These are 3-hour blocks of uninterrupted time, scheduled weekly, where you work on your business, not in it. No distractions, just focused effort on your highest value money-making activities. Buffer blocks. These are for all those unplanned, low-value interruptions like emails, voicemails, and quick questions. Scheduling 60-minute buffer blocks once or twice a day helps you group these tasks, preventing them from derailing your main work. Breakout blocks. Crucially, these are 3-hour blocks scheduled for non-work activities. Time to refresh and reinvigorate your mind. This prevents burnout and boosts your energy when you return to work. The idea is to create a model work week on paper, planning out when you'll do your critical activities before trying to execute it in reality. This leads us to a crucial concept: accountability as ownership. Forget the idea that accountability is about consequences or being held accountable by someone else. That's not it at all. Accountability is a character trait, a willingness to own your actions and results, regardless of circumstances, because you always have freedom of choice. It's about shifting from a have-to mindset to a choose-to mindset. It means stopping the blame game and focusing on what you can control: your thinking and your actions. Hand in glove with accountability is commitment. A commitment is a personal promise, a conscious choice to act. The authors highlight 4 keys to successful commitments. 1. Strong desire. You need a compelling reason, a why that will get you through the hard times. 2. Keystone actions. Identify the core actions that will produce the majority of your results. 3. Count the costs before committing. Honestly acknowledge the sacrifices you'll have to make: time, comfort, giving up favorite foods, etc. This helps you reconcile hidden intentions that might conflict with your stated goals. 4. Act on commitments, not feelings. This is huge. There will be days you just don't feel like doing it, but true commitment means pushing through regardless of how you feel. The beauty of the 12-week year is that it makes commitments more feasible, as you're only committing for 12 weeks at a time, not a lifetime. Finally, the book emphasizes greatness in the moment. It's such a profound idea. Greatness isn't achieved when you win the gold medal or hit the big target. It's achieved long before that, in the choices you make every single day. Michael Phelps didn't become great when he won his medals. He became great when he chose to put in the extra hours in the pool and gym. The daily choices, even the seemingly minor ones like making 2 or 3 more calls, compound over time to create tremendous long-term results. So, if you put it all together, the 12-week year is a complete execution system built on 3 principles: accountability, commitment, greatness in the moment, and 5 disciplines: vision, planning, process control, measurement, time use. It's designed to be your operating system for life, making consistent execution easier and helping you navigate the emotional cycle of change, from uninformed optimism through the inevitable valley of despair where most people give up, to informed optimism and ultimately success and fulfillment. The relevance of this book today couldn't be higher. In a world full of distractions, constant demands, and the illusion of endless time, the 12-week year offers a powerful counter-narrative. It tells us that by intensely focusing on a short burst of time, by being intentional with our actions and truly owning our choices, we can achieve breakthroughs we never thought possible. It's about changing how you work, not necessarily working harder. My biggest takeaway: this isn't just about business goals. You can apply the 12-week year to any area of your life: health, relationships, personal development, finances. It's a system for intentional living, for truly tapping into that optimal you that you know is somewhere deep inside. So, if you're feeling stuck or just know you're capable of more, grab this book. It will challenge your thinking, push you out of your comfort zone, and show you how to truly astound yourself with what you can accomplish in just 12 short weeks. Don't wait. The future you desire is created right now in the daily actions you choose to take.